So, drivers, in light of the situation that happened to that one driver in the TA, I did mention in that same video that I had a conversation with a young lady that had a similar situation with cops. It didn't just happen at one state, but it happened at another state. Imagine doing your job, running freight, and at the end of the day, you ended up in the handcuffs twice, right? In 2 different states is crazy work. She sent me the body cam footage of a truck that was seized. The driver herself had lost the job, probably both of them. I'm not sure if she's still working for either or company, but she ended up in handcuffs doing exactly what she was getting paid to do. The first stop was in Virginia during an emergency situation that she had. And another stop was in Florida at a truck stop. And what makes that story crazy is the fact that she called the cops for help. Both of those encounters probably should have just ended up with a warning or a ticket or something. Instead, it ended up with an arrest. In this video, we're going to go back, drivers, and talk about what happened, what went down, and what every CDL driver needs to understand before their next interaction with law enforcement. Let's talk about it.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
All I see is the fire department, the paramedics. I had an emergency stop where I had to, stop on the side of the road and handle something, right? It was my emergency. And all of a sudden, it was a whole movie. And so I wasn't sure what was going on. I honestly thought that they was handling something else. I had no idea all of those teams came on scene for me, for my truck, right? If you seen in the video, at the beginning of the video, you seen that I was already outside the truck. I think the beginning of the video, you see me climbing into the truck with my bag. I spoke to everybody because, again, nobody came to me and said they had any issue with me, where I was parked or nothing. So I just spoke to everybody, passed everybody. I actually passed the officers in the store that I had the emergency reason to go into. We spoke and everything. So in my eyes, I didn't know what those teams had arrived for. You know what I mean? And so when I get in the truck, I get ready to get myself to go because I'm running Amazon. I see the officers coming to my truck, which the door was open. As you could see, it was wide open, right? So
stopped in the middle of the highway. This isn't, you can't stop in the middle of the highway. Do you have your license? Are you refusing to give me your license? You're parked in the middle of the highway. There was no emergency. You went to go get food or go to the bathroom. Your emergency was to go to the bathroom. That does not follow. We didn't know what was going on. So I need your license. Because you're stopped on the highway with no emergency. Ma'am, don't make this any harder than it has to be. Ma'am. I am a deputy. Don't shut that door. Ma'am, get out of the car. Get out of the car. Ma'am, get out of the car. Come on.
I ain't did nothing wrong.
Come on.
Don't play with me.
Get out of the car.
Sued.
Ma'am, please. Ma'am, get out of the car.
Are you dragging me? You ain't even supposed to be touching me.
Ma'am, get out of the car.
You ain't supposed to be touching me.
Get out of the car.
I need a female officer. Don't yank me. Don't yank me.
Get out.
Don't yank me.
Get out. Get out. Now.
Don't yank me.
Get out.
Get out. I'm not.
Hold on.
I feel safe. I don't feel scared. Get some assistance out here.
Ma'am, just get out of the car.
For what?
You want to go to
My ID is in the back. No, I'm not getting out this truck.
Get out. Get out.
Why are you?
Get out.
You crazy?
Just get out of the car.
You just told me
Okay.
my ID.
Get out. Get out.
No. Get to the LT out
No,
here.
we're not.
What? How you ain't gonna give me a supervisor?
Get out.
How you ain't gonna give me a supervisor?
Come Son, get out.
I'm not.
Get out.
I'm not. Stop.
Get out.
I'm not. Get out.
Put your arms behind your back.
I'm not.
Females, it's just not.
You can say whatever you want. There's no big camera. I hope you're safe. Get off. Get your dick off.
Stop.
Get your dick off.
Got her on. Look. Stop.
Get your dick off me. Get your dick off me.
So drivers, let me just stop right here because this is the part drivers need to understand. At this point of the video, the officer already knows that she's a truck driver. She has no warrants, no contrabands, nothing illegal in the truck, and yet she's already being pulled out, cuffed, and searched. Now, here's where drivers messed up a lot. And I'm not saying this as someone who's been around the industry a long time. You won't win a roadside argument with the cops, DOT, state troopers ever. I haven't seen it, at least not yet anyway. See, this should have been just a warning. Yes. Should it have ended without hands on her? Yes. But once the emotions take over, the logic and all of that seems to leave the scene, okay? See, as a CDL driver, you are held to a higher standard, but that also means, drivers, that you have more to lose. Your truck, your job, your record. See, that's why my advice has always been the same, drivers. Listen, just comply with law enforcement, okay? That's just my opinion, and that's my thought process, and that's how it always worked for me, because you can fight any situations, either being rudeness, tickets, or anything of that matter. You can fight it later in court. See, on the roadside is not the time and it's not the place, because once you're in cuffs, the damage is already done, even if you're right. And this is where it gets bigger than just one stop. See, when a truck gets seized, it's not just a citation. It's missed loads for the company, lost trust in the driver, and lost income in your pocket. See, that's the real punishment, and drivers don't talk about that enough. So you got to keep that in mind. The second stop shows the same pattern, different state, same outcome.
I'm falsely arrested in Florida as well.
What brought all the attention to you when you was in Florida? Because it looked from the video, it looks like you were asleep. So what happened? Why the attention came to your truck?
So I was parked for the day. I run my hours at night, so I was parked for the day. When I got there, it was a full truck stop. It's Florida. It happens, right? But what it was a side parking spot where I could park my truck and trailer. Now, was it a pocket parking spot? No, but it was the area where, you know how we do. We park on the side. We make our own parking spots. Okay, no problem. An associate of Pallet came out and was banging on the door. She said, "You have to move." I said, "Okay." I said, "I'm out of time." I said, "And I'm out of hours, and I was sleeping." I said, she said, "Yeah, but you still got to move." Okay. So I said, "Okay, no problem." I said, "Could you do me a favor? Could you call the police? I don't know what city I'm in. You know, I just know I was in Florida and I had delivered up the street." I said, "Could you call the police and see if they can come out and escort me maybe to the Walmart so that, you know, I won't have no issues because I'm out of time." One officer came to the driver's seat, driver's side. He said, you know, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "Yeah, I called you guys. I had somebody from Pilot call you guys so that I could get one of you to possibly escort me down the street or somewhere to park." because I'm out of time.
You be on an investigation for real. Let's see where my shirt. It might as well stop, man. No, don't run nowhere. Why you hiding from the camera? Come on back in the camera. Come on back in the camera, sir.
Can I get your driver's license?
After I put on my clothes, I'm gonna step out.
Can you just hand me your driver's license?
No, I'm putting on my clothes. I was sleeping, yo.
Give me your driver's license back.
I'll be out in a second. What's your name?
I'm Officer Jonas.
What's your badge number?
Officer McLaughlin with the Haines City Police Department.
What's your name again? What's your name again?
Officer McLaughlin.
What's your badge number? What's your badge? May I have my license?
You have your driver's license, please?
What's your name?
Driver's license, please.
What's your name?
I'm going to
and
ask
your,
you-
What's your name and your badge number?
This is your last.
I don't gotta ask y'all nothing. I don't gotta answer y'all.
Then you're going to
Y'all
jail.
supposed to
You're
have
about-
the state police out
You're
here.
about to.
What's your name? What's your name?
It's right here.
What's your badge number?
Sergeant DeBlino.
What's your badge number?
1024.
What's your name? Yeah, it's in my hand.
Congratulations. You're retarded. Shouldn't have done that. You just basic truck,
You just
please.
got yourself arrested for no reason. All you have to do is listen.
They arrested me for no reason. Thank you.
You're going to jail for resisting an alcohol.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be out.
While doing that, they knocked the phone out of my hand and arrested me and said, "Congratulations, you just got arrested." So why are you arresting me? I got arrested for nothing. So why are you arresting me again? I'm confused. I've never heard of such. I've never heard of officials taking things from 0 to 10 for no reason. I just honestly, it's baffling to me. And then listen, this time I remained silent, which is one of the first lines in the Miranda rights. I remained silent. I had nothing else to say. After I'm in a state where I don't know it's going to be a problem, I remained silent. Guess what they did, Lockout?
I'm listening.
They locked me. They put me in the psych ward. And I asked the nurses, I said, "Why am I going in the psych ward? I was at work." They said, "Oh, because you decided to remain silent." The officer said, because you remained silent, he wanted to put you in the psych ward. If that ain't a violation of my rights, oh man, I don't know what is. If that's not a violation of my rights, I don't know what would be the definition of violating my rights.
So
yeah, this can't keep happening.
So after they arrested you, did you get a chance to call the company to let them know what happened? And if so, was you able to go back to the truck afterwards? How long you was held?
Again, they illegally searched the truck. They had the truck seized, which again is against my Fourth and Eighth Amendment rights. They falsely arrested me. It could have easily been a parking ticket, right? They could have easily been like, "Move. I don't care where you go. You got to get from here." They could have easily said all of that again.
So drivers, let me just leave this with you, right? Nothing in this story needed to end in handcuffs, right? Both situations could have just been warnings. Both could have just been paperwork. Both could have just ended up with the driver rolling on to the next stop. Instead, it turned into arrests, searches, a real financial devastation for the driver and the company. And that's the part right there that people overlook. See, when the truck gets seized, the punishment starts immediately. Lost trust for the driver, lost income for the driver. This isn't about liking or disliking law enforcement. It's about how fast authority can escalate when communications break down. So drivers, here is the uncomfortable truth. Being right on the roadside doesn't protect you, right? Being calm doesn't always protect you. And recording, well, you should always record, but that doesn't guarantee anything in that moment. What protects you is knowing when the conversation is over and saving the fight for court and not on the shoulder of the road. Drivers need to understand that compliance isn't an agreement, right? It's a strategy. And with these departments out here, this law enforcement, what they need to understand that truck drivers, we are professionals doing the job that keeps everything moving. And if you're a driver watching this, ask yourself this one question, right? If this happens to you tomorrow,